Hi guys, welcome to Crazy Burger. So following on from yesterday's sort of sneak sort of hint at what could happen next from retro games, I think it's definitely been confirmed in a sort of a backhander way. There's been some leaks on some websites from, I think there was Spain, Hobby Gonzalez sort of leaked it, and there's also a website in Poland who have it already up for pre-order. So I think it's pretty much going to be confirmed that we are going to get the Spectrum 48K coming next from retro games. So without further ado, let's have a look at all the details that we know so far. Okay, so it it looks like for sure the Spectrum is going to happen, and yeah, as my suspicions were correct, it was a Spectrum 48K with most likely full working rubber keys, which look really cool going by the pictures. Now, looking on to the actual website in Poland here, that they have details of all the sort of pictures, and you can almost actually make out all the games that are going to be on it as well. So let's have a little look at it. You can actually zoom into some of these pictures, and I think we can see here that it is going to be a rubber keyed 48K Spectrum, but it is going to be capable of playing 128K games as well. And as you can see here, it's going to have 48 games included in the box. So nice touch. I'm glad there's plenty of games going to be there. And then let's have a look at those games. If we can zoom into the sort of box here. So it says 48 games included. Obviously some of the headliners there. Manic Miner, Head Over Heels, The Hobbit, Match Day 2, which was a highly regarded footy title. Saboteur, remastered apparently, which is pretty cool. Target Renegade, Great Escape, and Alien Girl. Not really familiar with Alien Girl. Not sure if that's a new game or an old game. Hopefully someone can let me know about that. But there are a few indie titles on there, or sort of newer titles from more recent years on here. But there's definitely a few classics, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure they'll be missing one of your favourite games that you are obviously remember from back in the day. And some of the most notable omissions for me are probably Codemasters games, but I'm pretty sure that's a whole different license that they would need to get for this sort of console, as you call it. But it's probably a computer rather than a console. But yeah, just as it says at the bottom there, you can load your own games via USB. So whatever's missing, you can add it yourself and play it yourself. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of controller gets included here, because there's no details of that in this sort of section here. So maybe there's none, maybe there's something, I don't know. Maybe you'll just play as you did with the keys with the game. So not entirely sure. It's not totally clear what's happening there. So looking through the games, we've got Alien Girl, Ant Attack, Army Moves, Off Wiederson, Monte, Avalon, Bobby Bearing, Cosmic Payback, DevWorld 2, ZX. Now I know that's a newer game, I'm sure it is. Exelon, Fairlight, Firelord, Football Manager 2, Freddy Hardest, The Great Escape, Head Over Heels, Highway Encounter, The Hobbit, Horace Goes Skiing, Jack the Nipper, Not in 3D, The Lords of Midnight, Manic Miner, Matchday 2, Movie, Nodes of Yesod, Penetrator, Fantas Game Over 2, Phoenix, Pyracurse, Quasitron, I think that's Robin of the Wood, Saboteur Remastered, Shovel Adventure, School Days, Snake Escape, Spellbound, Starquake, Starstrike 2, El Stompo, Stonkers, Target Renegade, TCQ, Technician Ted, The Megamix, Tenebra, I know that's a new game, Trashman, The Way of the Exploding Fist, Wheelie, and Where Time Stood Still. Now, certainly there's some really good games in there, but there's probably tons that you could add here. I mean, you could literally add thousands and thousands of games to this list. I'm not a Spectrum expert, I was more a C64 guy, but I'm definitely looking forward to this, and also be intrigued to add more in games and see how this actually performs. Which is pretty cool. So I'll have a look at some of the other details. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but you've got some kind of instruction manual, and yeah, it is a sort of small computer. The Spectrum 48K was small, so obviously it doesn't make sense to actually make a mini version of that. It would be absolutely tiny. So it's pretty clear they just went straight for the full size, which pretty much already does look like a mini console anyway. Just some other pictures, some closer up views. probably see they are most likely going to be rubber keys, as per the original. You can see a little bit of view of the back. There's 4 USB slots. And there's some kind of home button by the looks of it. I guess that will probably take you back to the basic screen, I'm guessing. You've got an HDMI out. You've got your power socket, I'm guessing, which is, gladly, it's the USB-C and not the old style mini HDMI thingy. But yeah, it looked pretty cool. Does this excite you? Is this something that you're interested in? I know there's a lot of Spectrum fans out there, but yeah, it'll probably be quite a niche market. There's no doubt about it. Not sure how this would be seen overseas outside sort of Europe. I guess where the main sort of user base was back in the day, but it's pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to it. I know there has been other sort of Spectrums out there over the last number of years. I remember the Spectrum Vega. Obviously, there's the Spectrum Next, but they're still niche markets. They're not really in your face out there. You can't really pick a lot of these up. They can't really pick the Next up from Amazon, for example. But let's have a look. There are a little bit more details down the bottom here about it. Product description, just some jargon talking nonsense. Let's have a look at some of the details. So we've got number of games installed, 48. Control joypad keyboard. Doesn't say whether there's one included in the box. That's interesting. I wonder if there's no joypad. I'm pretty sure it'll be there. But yeah, no joystick. That seems absolutely crazy. But anyway, it is what it is. We'll find out the details once it actually gets officially announced. HDMI 720 HD output, that's totally more than enough for these old games. Emulates ZX Spectrum 48 and 128 models, which is pretty cool. Full featured replica keyboard, user manual, HDMI cable included, USB power cable also included, just not the plug. And that is pretty much all the details that we know at present. And I think, I'm not sure if there's a release date here, it'd probably be, oh, there you go, it's 22nd of November. So it will be out very, very soon. It's only 3 months away in time for Christmas. So that's all the details, guys. That's really a bit of a leak right enough, but the full official announcement, I'm sure, will be some point in the next few days from Retro Games. Also a shame that it's been leaked, but it is what it is. Guys, just before we sort of finish the video, I actually found another website. There's a little bit more information with regards to the details. Not an awful lot. It says choose from 12 attractive game screen frames. Obviously, there'll probably be big borders, so you can add some nice frames, I guess. Not sure exactly what that's going to be. Save your game to any of the 4 save slots available and go back to up to 40 seconds. So it's got some sort of rewind function as well. Doesn't mention anything about the controllers again, which is kind of weird. Maybe it's not going to have any controllers. You'll be playing with keys, but yeah, I would be surprised if they didn't add some sort of gamepad. I'm sure it'll be compatible with the sort of other gamepads that are out there for the Amiga Mini and I think the C64 one as well. But yeah, there's some other interesting info there. There's play whatever you want with your USB drive, and there's the formats that it will play. So that's pretty much most of the stuff, I think. There's 4 USB-A ports, as we know, and there's some details about the length of the power cords and the HDMI cable. So that's all the details. What I'm going to do now, guys, just is play through a couple of the games that I've played recently, just so you get an idea of what to expect when this actually releases. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.